You are listening to the Fast Track Your Fashion Brand podcast, episode number 87. Today on the show, we are going to be doing a special unboxing of one of our mastermind members from ISAMAR. So get ready because you're not going to want to miss this. Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm Nicole DeRocco, your host. I am a seven-figure fashion CEO who is now mentoring and helping new brands launch their own brand. So inside of our mastermind group, we have an amazing group of fashion CEOs, and they are in all different stages of their brand launch. Some of them have actually already launched, and then we have others who are really in the beginning stages where they are reaching out to factories. And we also have people who just launched and they are going to be starting their Kickstarter campaign. So there's many different phases of where these members are at, because sometimes people ask me, well, I feel like I'm not ready yet for Mastermind, or I'm not quite sure if I'm too far ahead or too behind. And I will tell you that there's always a question that is relevant to everybody within the group. And this is very exciting today because I actually get to unbox our client, ISAMAR. So ISAMAR, I have been working with Monica. She is the CEO of ISAMAR, and I've been working with her for probably a few years now. She's a full-time lawyer who has had and always in her heart to launch this brand. So I have seen it from the initial stages of where it was just a couple drawings, a mood board. She had her brand guide put together from another outside graphic designer, and the evolution of where her brand has come. So it's incredibly, what would I say? I don't even know. Like, brings a tear to my eye when I'm able to touch and feel somebody else's physical product, because it means it's not an idea anymore. We have gone from the initial idea phase to the sampling phase to the launch phase to her receiving her production at her house and all the drama. There's always drama when you are launching any type of business, but all the tears, all the highs, the lows of what it means to actually unbox this package. So she was so kind. She sent me over one of her new products. Now, ISAMAR, she is really revolutionizing the way we think about branding. And she's taking people on a story. So it's a resort wear brand. And this collection is nestled in Mexico. It's a lot to what has to go with back to her roots, and also seeing her mother in this industry, in the textile industry. So I just kind of want to get into it, but I also want to kind of touch upon the fact that branding and the customer experience for a lot of people is a very challenging thing to grasp, because in your mind, you have an idea of what you want your brand to feel like, but translating that into an experience where they're finally touching and holding the product, they're unboxing their product, there's something very special there, and you want to be able to capture the ideas that you've had, the feeling that you had. So if you were part of our fashion launch blueprint, you know, in step one, it's our style sketch. And that's really where we're trying to pinpoint out all of the different layers to how we want this brand experience to be. And we use AI for that. And we also use physical products to shape that. So the process to have Monica go through, everything from her logo to her designs, 3D flow designs. I'm going to be opening up this package very, very shortly. So I'm going to talk to you about each one of these layers, and we'll just get started. Okay, so and if you're listening at the podcast, not watching us on video, definitely check out this video. You can check it out over here on YouTube. And there's a couple podcast streaming services where we do have video included. Okay, so it might get loud for a minute because I'm not quite sure. But my first take is, one, I see the brand ISAMAR. So this is her logo. She developed this logo with a graphic designer. This was one of the very, very first steps that she had before she started working with me over at Fashion Biz Mentor. And I love the logo. This design here of the 3 waves is her logo mark. And she has incorporated this logo mark into her products which are beautiful. She has swimwear. A lot of the gold hardware has this part that we developed through overseas suppliers. So I'm going to open this right now. Oh, and she has a really, really cute sticker that's on there that just kind of, it just gives it like a feeling that it's much more than just a manila envelope. It's much more than just a mailer. Now, mailers are something I will say that get a lot of people caught up. So the mailers, these ones specifically, I think we sourced from Alibaba. There was definitely some quotes that came in here. There are some US based places that do vinyl mailers, and I'm going to include all these links. I make sure to reach out to Monica and make sure we can supply any vendors here for you guys that have questions. So let me get to opening this up. Again, it might be a little bit loud if you're listening here, but this is exciting. I wanted to do this episode and not open it yet prior, so you get my full reaction. I went to her photo shoot. She had me for a VIP day at her photo shoot to really do like behind the scenes stuff for social media, and be an extra sounding board as she was going through the photo shoot experience, because you want to capture everything that was on your list. And a lot of times the reality of capturing it versus what you're able to do is very, very different. So here we go. I want to make sure I show you guys on the video. Woo! Okay. So she sent me a hat, an ISAMAR hat. So cute. I love the hat. We actually worked on these hats. One of the very, very first products that she ever had made with her logo. This is probably one of the greatest marketing and promotional tools that you can do if you have a brand and you haven't been able to put your products together, like creating a sample for your products or creating, the actual physical product. Having a hat with your logo is something that your customers can touch and feel and represent from the get-go, from the beginning. So if you want to get the word out there, you can start to pre-sell your hat. I think it's a really, really smart and fun way to have your brand being promoted even in the initial idea phase. So this has also become an upsell. It's going to be part of her Kickstarter for any types of backers. It's like a gift with purchase backing. So here is the hat. Okay, so I love the packaging. This is so cute. So this is like a canvas drawstring, like a cover bag. So you'll probably see a lot of these bags when you buy a purse. And she made these bags. So all of her stuff was actually produced in India. And then her cards were done here. And here is her card. So cute. It definitely has, her style. It's called Mexico Mi Amor. I love that. She has her whole brand story on here. All of these stuff, she actually designed this inside of Canva. So things that you can do here on Canva. Her postage stamp has ISAMAR in there. It really gives me, as I'm unboxing it, it gives me the feeling of travel. It gives that elevated vintage travel postcard feeling. She even did the little corners. I think I remember us doing this in an element inside of Canva as well. Now, I will say when we were developing her packaging, we used ChatGPT and we put in her brand board and some of her products and asked ChatGPT to develop a hang tag. And she could visualize theirs. It looks so darn realistic. Oh, I love that. Or it's giving me the feeling of the brand for ISAMAR that I want others to feel. It's not that easy to translate what the feeling is into an actual tangible product. So this little bag, I think it's a beautiful way to elevate your product. It's not just a plastic mailer. It is definitely something that I could reuse, and I love that. And I know that sustainability is definitely a huge part of her brand. And I just noticed this, she even wrote a sweet little note on the back. It says, along with her brand note. It says, "Dear Nicole," it's handwritten, "thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your supporting my line. Love, Monica." Oh, Monica, that's what I do it for. That's what I'm here for. Seriously. I'm here for my clients. Okay. So I am opening this up. I can already feel like it just has a luxurious, it's almost like I'm describing like food right now, but I'm describing this experience. So next up is a printed tissue paper. Okay. I love the printed tissue paper. I can tell that, you know, it's not just a basic white. She definitely could have just done a white tissue paper, but having it printed with her logo, it's in color. It gives me another feeling of like an elevated resort wear line. She put her sticker on here. So now I'm going to be opening this up. Ooh, and this one's my favorite. This blue and white print of this dress is gorgeous. I can't even describe to you how beautiful this material feels. It is buttery soft. That was like one of her most important things that she wanted. I cannot wait to wear this dress. So let's go through the dress itself. So let's start off with this hang tag, which I love. I love, 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 love. Okay. So this was something that inside of ChatGPT, we went through different renditions, and I'm going to try to add this here to the video of where she started and where it ended, you know, it ended from. So if you're not going to see this right now on this lens, I'm definitely going to zoom in. So on the front, it has her line art of her branding. Like this is very ISAMAR, this whole concept. It's a woman on a beach with a really, really cute vignette of this experience of, it says, "Wear the world" at the bottom. And then on the back, it says, "At ISAMAR, fashion is more than what you wear. It's part of your journey. Each piece is sustainably crafted, inspired by the beauty of global cultures, designed to be as versatile as you are." And it says ISAMARcollection.com, her Instagram handle. So definitely I will be including this. So go show her some love. Learn more about our mission here. And there's a QR code. So this is on the back side of her hang tag. Right away, it does not feel like a, you know, regular, like, I want to say like business card-ish, like flimsy hang tag. It is thick. It is really nice, thick cardstock. Even just having like the little color of the bordering edge, this is so on brand for what she was trying to do. And one thing that we made sure that she had was an area for a sticker to be able to put her style information on. So this sticker is, and this area is so important when you are creating inventory for your brand, for where you're going to be storing it, because you want to be able to know what size, style, color, all those things. So one day when you do outsource your shipping and delivery, you are able to send this to a fulfillment center and they're able to do the style number, the color, the size with some type of a style information. So it's incredibly important. Yeah, I love that. She even has a little grommet. It just feels really nice. So it says, "Handmade with love. Each piece may have some design variations, adding to its individual charm and uniqueness." These products, this is all like hand printed, custom material. Even all of the embroidery here on the actual garment, this is all very, you know, randomized. So what you see on your website, especially if you do a lot of hand embroidery or anything that might be customized on your product, you want to be able to tell your customers, hey, this right here might not be exactly how it is inside of the website, but it's pretty darn close. And we are guaranteeing that we have embroidery on these certain areas. So, and then it's here too. There's 2 different spots. That was something that she really wanted to elevate this product. It just feels so good. So then the last thing that's on here is handle with care. Jewelry and other sharp or rough objects may damage this product. So I want to know what type of, you know, stuff I should, you know, either wash this with. So she has all that information on here. I love it. Look at her tag. Her tag, this is a woven tag. This was also something that the factory was able to do for her in India. And let's see what other little details I can kind of spot out here. Love the tassels. It's not just a tie around the waist. It is something that is unique and it adds value to her product. So this was the unboxing of ISAMAR. So if you're feeling like I'm not quite sure where to get my, my tissue paper from or how much it's going to be, these are all things that you can start planning right now. Even if you don't have your product, you can go into ChatGPT, you can upload your mood board, you can create what should my mailer look like? What should my tissue paper look like? What type of hang tag, just to give you a starting off point. So then from there, you can reach out to different types of resources. And I will include some here inside of the show notes and inside the description below, people that I've worked with. If you want to create a box, I've done that for a couple other clients where we've built out an actual custom box for their product. So go check out ISAMAR. It's at ISAMAR. Let me make sure I say that correctly. Okay, so over on Instagram, it's at ISAMAR Collection. Her website is isamarcollection.com. She will be having her Kickstarter starting in February 2025, and we will see how she does because I'm definitely going to have Monica here on the website. So if you are at a stage where you're thinking, okay, what do I want my customer experience to be? Think about your packaging. This takes time. This takes time. It doesn't have to be as elaborate as Monica, but this is a beautiful way to present your garments. Maybe you want to make it into a box. Maybe you want something unique in addition to a tissue paper or something else to make your brand and your product stand out. Packaging, go on to Pinterest, look up brand packaging, mailers, just to get some ideas. And then from there are many different suppliers that you can search up to see who can make custom stickers, custom mailers, tissue paper, boxes, and all that. And I'm going to be adding some of those inside the show notes. So thank you again for listening and watching another episode of the Fast Track Your Fashion Brand podcast. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.